I'm joined now by Johnny's mom, Scarlett Wactor, and his brother, Lance Wactor. I'm also pleased to welcome Johnny's best friend, Micah Parker, who has been relentless with his calls for action, and also Johnny's friend and co-worker, Anita, who was with him when he was killed. I thank you all for joining me tonight. It is such an awful, awful case, and I'm hoping just by spreading awareness with these new photos, we can get the word out a little more. Scarlett, have investigators been keeping you? First of all, Scarlett, I'm very sorry for what happened to your son. I want to make sure you know that. But are investigators keeping you up to date? Has there been anything new? Do you think these new photos might drum up some interest?
I am encouraged by the new photos, and I've heard that there are some people sending in tips to the number that's on the flyer, which is fantastic. I'm encouraging people to continue to call and send in photos of what they're showing as other catalytic converters, a same Saturday morning at 3 a.m. and a dark car very similar to that. So hopefully they're tracking all that as well. And so, yes, I think this is a huge step. And as far as communicating with me, they can only tell me so much. So they just do the best they can and say they're working hard. And this shows me that they are trying.
Yeah, Lance, are you confident in the investigation right now and the work happening behind the scenes? Because I have to say, when I first heard about this, and you hear LA and you hear, Soap Star, I figured this would be solved pretty quickly, but we're now like more than 2 months out.
Yeah, it's I'm sure with most murders, you want to make sure they build a case and give them the time to make sure they have everything they need to get a conviction. So they say they're confident. We're going to put our trust in them, and with this latest break, we hope that things seem to be going in the right direction. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident. So
yeah, it definitely seems like a step in the right direction with the photos now being released. Anita, you were actually with Johnny when this happened, and my heart goes out to you. I can't imagine what that must have been like. When you saw these photos, did it bring that moment back? Are these the people you recognized from that night?
Absolutely, yes. And also, there's been a bunch of kind of roller coaster feelings about it, because I woke up to texts the other day just being like, have you seen the new footage? LAPD released some information. The detectives actually came to me with this exact footage a little while ago. And you've all scrutinized it. You can't really see much. But in my gut, I told them straight, I looked them in their eyes and I said, in my gut, I feel like these are the right guys. Like, these are them. And as we've also said, you can't just throw this out into the public immediately and all that. They have a system, and I'm trying to believe in that as well. It's hard to believe in that when, this is really weighing on us all so much, but it really is their job, and we have to do our best, as well as like not letting out too much information, or they're not calling me every day telling me things, because they have to do this. They have to put everything in order, cross all their T's, dot all their I's, in order to make this a successful arrest.
Yeah, it makes sense. And with a lot of the cases we cover, family and friends will get frustrated during the investigation, but in the end, they're relieved when it's solved and happy that it was a tight case, which is what the police try to do. I'm curious, though, Anita, we've now got the new photos. Obviously, the tattoos have been highlighted. But since you were there, if people are looking and think, maybe I recognize that person, is there anything else that really stood out to you that you think people should be on the lookout for?
I've been questioning that since the day of. Unfortunately, these guys were literally covered with the kind of ski masks that just show their eyes right here. So it's kind of like, I just remember the initial guy that was down by Johnny's wheel stood up, and his eyes were just like surprised, just big, wide, and surprised. I did tell the detectives that, if I were to see that specific one again, I would recognize him. But there's nothing to my knowledge that I can put out there and say, like, I don't even know about the tattoos. I didn't know about, any kind of specific thing, because they were completely covered.
Yeah, and for people who might not be familiar with the case, it was just so senseless. And maybe you can explain it a little more, Anita. You and Johnny were just walking home from a bar to his car, right? And the car, you get there, the car is jacked up. They're stealing the catalytic converter, and then basically just kill Johnny for no reason, right?
Yeah, I mean, it literally happened within moments. We were laughing and talking on the side of the street, so the cars were to the left of us. So we didn't see them originally, and we thought that his car was getting towed. But then once we stepped into the street and saw, the guy had a ski mask and all that, we were like, oh, and kind of stood back. But also, he was like, "What are you guys doing? This is my car." We didn't know. I've learned so much about the whole catalytic converter theft that I never even was aware of. Had we known that that was the case, had we seen them like across the street or something, we would have just followed down the corner and never approached. It wasn't like we were trying to, save his car or anything. Like we just didn't know what was happening. Um, and Johnny's just such a peaceful person. He wasn't like throwing fists and cursing or anything. He's just like, "Guys, this is my car. Like, what are you doing?" But without any kind of, there was not a single word from the suspects. They literally just shot him immediately. There was no push or shove, which could have, they easily could have just gotten away had they just stood up, pushed him away, jumped in the car, and gone. So when you say senseless, I mean it to like every single essence of that term. It was completely senseless. There was absolutely no reason. And I think that's the hardest part, specifically for myself, but I'm sure for his family and everyone who loved John.
Yeah, and I think just watching this, it's like it could be like anyone. I mean, that could happen to
Looked
any.
at him, they saw him, and they just shot him.
Yeah, I was just saying, I think anybody watching this, it's like it could just be anyone that could find themselves in this situation. Micah, I know that you've been pushing City Hall. Obviously, the photos are out now, so that's good. It's keeping interest in the case, but you've also been pushing for a reward. Where have you gotten with that, Micah?
Well, listen, authorities are very open to that. So far, it just hasn't seemed like it's been necessary. And with the information that came out yesterday, it seems like things are moving in the right direction. So they've not been dismissive of that request. They've been very open to it. But I think things are moving in the right direction without it. So it might not be necessary. And that's what we hope, is that they have leads that are strong, and they'll be able to bring these guys in without that.
Scarlett, just tell us a little bit about your son, Johnny. I mean, I was looking through his photos. People may know him from the show. He seems like he was pursuing his dream in LA. What was your boy like?
He was. He definitely would set a goal, go get it, and usually achieved all of his goals. Very kind-hearted, compassionate person, as you've heard. People from everywhere, people that never even met him, have contacted me and just knew him like through his Instagram page for being on General Hospital. And we're talking about how he helped them so much. I mean, he never even met them, but helped them through whatever it is one of them said PTSD and stuff that I was just like, I was amazed that, never met him, but still was helping people. Just a very kind soul. Loved to climb, loved to be outside, active. Like I said, here again, it was senseless, like Anita said. He would have given them his car, if that's what it would have taken. He'd have been fine with that. So.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the photos and videos of him, Scarlett. So many people move out to LA chasing a dream, and he was able to attain it. He was on his way, and he was, in TV shows. I mean, it's so sad to think that it was just taken from him like this.
Yeah, he had a lot of life left ahead of him, and good life. Was doing a lot of great things, had done a lot of auditions, a movie that's still being worked on that will premiere. And so, yeah, they stole a great person and took a lot away from everybody.
Lance, what would you say to anyone out there that may know, who did this? I mean, there's obviously people who either recognize the people or, rumors have gotten around. I mean, what would your message to them be?
Well, really just comes down to doing the right thing. If it was their family member, Johnny had information about something that, something like this that happened to somebody that hurt so many people, he'd be the first person to come forward. That's for sure. He wouldn't have wished this on, probably some of his enemies. There's no way he would wish something like this on him just because, just such a kind, giving person. And I think with the outpour of everyone that, knew him, would probably speak to the accuracy of that, because he's just a good man. It took a lot of time and, a great soul from a lot of people who loved him. So
Yeah.
if they know anything, if anyone knows something, just do the right thing.
I'm just curious, Anita. I mean, you live in LA. I was in LA years ago, and then I was there pretty recently for work. And in the downtown area, it felt a little more dangerous and I guess like seedy than I remembered. I mean, I know this is a rare occurrence for something like this to happen, but I mean, do you feel safe there? Do you feel like this is part of a bigger issue, Anita?
First of all, it's well, unfortunately, it's not a rare occurrence that it's come to my knowledge more so since this. I even had somebody tell me they were like their grandmother was shot over a catalytic converter. So these people that are out there doing this theft, they're not going out there with a baseball bat. They're not going out there with like their own strength. They're going out there with loaded guns, ready to fire at will, whether there's a threat or just somebody trying to protect their own property. I don't feel safe in LA. I've been here for 12 years. I'm from the East Coast originally, but being a seasoned bartender, when Johnny and I started at Level 8, we were like, oh, this is great. It's a brand new thing. Like, we're really excited about it, but there's no parking. And that was our main concern. That was our main concern through most of our staff. And Johnny and I talked about it extensively. We were just like, well, it's a cool job, but, it's worth it. Yeah. And I spoke to somebody today, and their words really hit me, where they were just like, they're like, as soon as he accepted the job, he was dead, which is really perfectly true, because, we were promised parking. We were promised that we were going to have a safe place to, park our vehicles. We're late time bartenders. We get out that morning. We got out at 3:15 in the morning, and about 5 to 10 minutes later, Donnie's gone. So yeah, I am no longer at that job, but I'm a freelance bartender as well. So, I still have to make a living. I still have to put my work out there. And even the other night, I picked up a gig, and it was just in downtown again. And they're like, oh yeah, there's street parking. I'm like, no.
Right.
If I can park in front of the door, I'll do that. But
Yeah, I
it's
don't blame you.
It's like, that's part of my new life. It's like I have to relive this of just my own safety as well. It could have easily been Johnny or me, or it could have been both of us.
Yeah, it's very scary that you can't even just walk to your car without this happening for no reason at all and no fault of your own. It's very scary. Scarlett and Lance Wactor, Anita Joy, Micah Parker, we appreciate you all coming on tonight. We'll continue to follow the story, and hopefully we'll have a positive update soon. Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.